And we return to downtown Emporia, William Lindsay White Civic Auditorium, to bring you some Friday night basketball here, day 2 of the Paul Terry Classic. And it's safe to say that both the Emporia High girls game and boys game should be a good one. Right now we're going to start off with the girls game, where they will play Topeka Hayden, who is 2nd ranked in 3A. The Emporia High girls are 6th ranked in 5A. Hayden 2-0 on the season, a 74-12 win over Kansas City, Washington to start their season off, and a 48-30 win yesterday over the Spring Hill Broncos in day 1 of the Paul Terry Classic. When you look at Emporia, they're also 2-0, a 63-35 win over Ottawa to start their season off, along with a 48-10 win over Trinity yesterday. So both teams will try to roll their momentum, keep it going to start this season off. But one team is going to have to take their first loss of the season today. Last year, these are also Centennial League opponents. This will not count towards league play, but they will play each other 2 more times later on in this season. Last season, Emporia won all 3 games, but this Hayden team is much improved and has brought a lot back to the table here. So this will be no easy game. That is why they are the second-ranked team in 3A, and why, quite frankly, their average margin of victory has been 40 points so far. When you look at the Spartans, they're going to try to get their offense going through Addie Kermer, committed to ESU, where we're playing tonight. She had 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists in last night's game. So she's going to look to keep that one rolling. She had 23 in the first one against Ottawa. Defensively, they're going to look at their depth. That is going to be the big part of this tournament in general, having enough depth to play solid basketball games for 3 straight days, and that is what this Emporia team has. 12 seniors, 1 junior, and 1 freshman. And so a lot of these seniors have played varsity basketball before, so they've all had that experience, and they're going to need it against a good Hayden team, and if they win tonight, to finish the job off tomorrow against Spring Hill. So that should be a good one. We will take a look at the boys' game during the halftime of this one, but for right now, we're going to take a short break and then come back with coverage of the Emporia High Lady Spartans and the Topeka Hayden Lady Wildcats. You're watching Spartan Basketball on E-Town Sports Network. Back now at White Auditorium, and just before we get ready to give you guys the starting lineup and coverage of the tip-off, we will give you the national anthem by the Emporia High School Band.
And tonight's game featuring our visitors, the Hayden Wildcats, coached by Carmel Robinson, as they take on Emporia High School Spartans, coached by Carolyn Dorsey. At this time, would you please stand to honor our country and those who serve to protect our freedoms, as the Emporia High School Pep Band, under the direction of Grant Perkins, plays our national anthem.
So now we will take a quick break And we will be ready for tip-off when we come back. Coverage is back here at White Auditorium, and before we get set to tip off, let's introduce your starting lineups. First for Emporia, 5'9" senior Ryan Peak, 5'7" senior Addie Kermer, 5'2" senior Emil Bennett, 5'5" senior Lexi DeWitt, 5'6" senior Alexa Shively. For Hayden, 5'6" senior Avery Grunert, 6' senior Lauren Strandstrom, 5'6" junior Kalia Fulton, 6' junior Briley Meyer, and 5'6" junior Norma Greco. And so here we are, ready to tip off. It should be a good one, should be tightly contested. These teams know each other well. Again, they played 3 times in the regular season last year and will play each other in the regular season another 2 times after this game as well, and give themselves a little intro into league play, even though it may not count towards the league record. Lauren Sandstrom and Ryan Peak line up for the tip-off. And we're underway. And the tip-off is going to go out of bounds. And it will be Emporia ball to start this one off. So Bennett will inbound to Kermer. They cleared. Things getting cleared up off the tip-off out of bounds. And so now here we are really underway now. Kermer will bring it up for the Spartans to start this one off and see if they can get on the board first. It's a quick drive in, layup just off the mark. It's a Sandstrom rebound. Bringing it up for Hayden is Kalia Fulton. Working on Lexi DeWitt at the top of the key. And now DeWitt giving her some trouble. She gets it off to Sandstrom. And now inside, that one is good from Briley Meyer. Hayden now bringing full court pressure on Emporia. Trinity did it yesterday, and Emporia handled it well. Hayden, though, is going to be a lot better team defensively. We'll see how Emporia can handle it. And now it's going to be a 10-second violation. So Hayden has the early 2-0 lead, and they force the early turnover. And we'll see what they can do if they can take advantage of it and jump on the Spartans early. Fulton finds Greco on the inbound pass to the wing, Gruner. Inside now, Sandstrom puts it up with the foul. So an and one, and Lauren Strandstrom will go to the line. The foul on Ryan Peak, her first of the night. 7:09 left in the first quarter. And the first free throw is off the mark. Rebounded and now taken down the court by Shively. Bennett now back up top. Kermer thought about the three, instead drives in, kicks out Bennett. Looks inside and it's stolen. Hayden now with possession, a chance to extend their lead even more. It's a three from Grunert off the mark. Rebounded by Briley Meyer, but now stolen by Emporia. The fast break on for Emporia to get on the board. It's Lexi DeWitt.
Assisted by Alexa Shively.
Lexi DeWitt gets the Spartans on the board. And now another steal. DeWitt, that time doesn't go, but Shively puts it back. And it is 4-4 now, tie ball game. Emporia now will bring pressure of their own. Fulton will get the pass down the left side and makes it cross court to Grunert, who almost lost it, but able to keep possession. Overhead pass stolen, Addie Kermer. And Kermer is just going to take it all the way herself, and it rolls in. And just like that, a 6-0 Emporia run, and they have taken the lead. Hayden wants a timeout. We'll be back after that timeout. Or actually, we're just going to keep it here with 5:56 left to go in the first quarter. But a 6-0 Emporia run after it looked like Hayden had the upper hand early on. And both these teams bringing pressure early, challenging each other to make their way down the court. Both these teams forced a lot of turnovers yesterday in their wins. So that'll definitely be a big factor. And at first it seemed like Hayden, who was going to be the one forcing most of them, but now Emporia has forced a couple of their own. And now an overhead pass. The pass is going to be over the head of Briley Meyer, and so Emporia will now force another turnover and get the ball back. And now tipped by Sandstrom right off the pass, and Sandstrom puts it in. 6-6, we are all tied up. Bennett now in the double team. Pass almost lost control. Gained back. DeWitt in the corner. Now Kermer sets up a three, and it's off the front of the rim. Fulton will bring it up for Hayden. Drives in and almost stolen, but it went through the legs of Shively and back in control of Hayden. And now Shively tips that one, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Avery Gruner and go to Emporia. 5:19 left in the first quarter. Knotted up at 6. Oh, and now they've changed the call on the courts. And they're going to say that was last touch by Emporia, and it's going to go back to Hayden. Fulton looking for someone to inbound to, having trouble, makes a deep pass, and it's barely brought in by Norma Greco, and she's going to try to drive it in, gets it off. Meyer's shot won't go. Rebound from Greco is going to give Hayden a second chance, and now the three from Fulton off the left side of the rim. Bennett rebounds, and she thought about the fast break, and she actually does go with it. Looked like she was going to slow it down for a second, but now it's DeWitt in the corner for three, off the mark, and they're going to call a foul on Ryan Peak trying to get the rebound. She's going to pick up her second early in this game with 4:57 left in the first quarter.
Spartan fouls called on Ryan Peak up for his second personal, second team foul.
So with that, Tegan Baker and Kyla Herfkins check in for Peak and Shively.
Tegan Baker.
Fulton will inbound after the foul into Greco. Greco driving through two Emporia defenders, almost got it stolen, and her pass to Avery Gruner tipped as well, but out of bounds, Hayden Ball. Bella Reed now will check in for Avery Gruner, 5'7" junior. She will come in during this inbounds play from the right sideline. And it's quickly passed into Greco, who gets it right back to Fulton, who's going to try to set up the Hayden offense. She gets a screen from Meyer, and now gets it to Meyer off the roll. Meyer looking inside, has two Emporia defenders on her, and they're going to call a foul on, I believe, Emil Bennett. We'll get a quick word in a second. Yes, it is Emil Bennett. So she picks up her first foul of the game. Inbound goes to Meyer up top, and now Sandstrom will set it up at the top of the key. Herfkins on defense, hands off to Fulton. Tegan Baker, who had a good defensive game last week on her. And now the three from Meyer is off the mark with a hand in her face. And now it'll be an over the back call, and we'll go back to the Spartans. Sandstrom now picks up her first foul. Someone that Hayden really wants to get going down low on a somewhat undersized Emporia team. And now Emporia breaks the press easily. DeWitt down low trying to find someone, finds Bennett, sets up for three. No good. And Sandstrom and Herfkins fight for the rebound. Sandstrom's going to win the fight and give the ball back to the Wildcats. Emporia with some token pressure from DeWitt. And Fulton drives around, gets a screen from Sandstrom. Good switch defense, but it is going to lead to an Emporia foul on Kyla Herfkins. It will be on the shot. Fulton will go to the line. 3:53 left in this first quarter. Chance for Hayden to regain their lead. And the first shot off the mark for Kalia Fulton. Alexa Shively will check back in now for Emil Bennett. Now, shot number 2 will be on the way to make it 7-6. And that one's nothing but net, so Hayden will regain the lead, 7-6. Ella Foster now will check in for Hayden, a 5'3" sophomore. They're going to continue to bring the pressure. They get it into Baker, right back to Kermer. Kermer scanning, thought about hitting Lexi DeWitt deep, but instead is going to take this one herself. Now kicks out to DeWitt. DeWitt to Herfkins in the corner. Handoff, Kermer. And, oh, what a finish from Addie Kermer. And she is already going to pick up her 6th point of the ball game. And now a near steal. Hayden keeps possession. Sandstrom pump fake in the corner. Carolyn Dorsey wanted to travel. Didn't get one, and now Meyer works inside and lays that one in, so Hayden will take the lead right back, 9-8. 3:10 left to go in the first quarter. Token pressure from Hayden. Kermer dribbling around, trying to break it, and now a steal, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it stays with Emporia. But just like we expected, a high-intensity game here, especially defensively from both teams, to start this one off. And it is fast-paced as well. And I don't think that's to anyone's surprise here. Baker now will look to inbound, gets it to Kermer, as we have under 3 minutes to go in the first. Handoff to Witt. Handoff back to Baker. And now Addie Kermer from the wing, hand in her face, 3, nothing but net. And that makes it 11-9. The Hayden defender did not matter to Addie Kermer. She knocks it down, and Emporia has the lead. And now they're going to call a carry on Kalia Fulton. Emporia forces the turnover, and maybe a little bit of momentum starting to go Emporia's way here with 2:36 left in the first. Bennett brings it up. Baker on the wing, drives in, kicks out to Herfkins. Left wing, Bennett thought about the 3 for a second. Dribbles around, and now they swing it across Lexi DeWitt. DeWitt drives in just short of the elbow. And now Tegan Baker, 3 off the rim. Rebound, Briley Meyer. Meyer now is going to get it on the wing and drive in. Kicks it to the corner to Ella Foster, the sophomore, and now the sophomore loses control after a steal from Baker. Baker still working defense on Foster. Now into Bella Reed. 3 from the wing, in and out from Fulton. It looked good, but just barely found its way out. And now a deep pass intercepted by Fulton. But Fulton's going to get called for a charge, trying to get the fast break. Alexis Shively is the one who took it. Fulton will pick up her first foul. Sandstrom and Gruner check back in for Hayden. Addison Gutierrez checking in for Tegan Baker for the Spartans. Minute 39 left to go in the first quarter. 11-9 Emporia. DeWitt will inbound to Bennett at the top of the key. Bennett slows it down and sets things up with Gruner working on defense. Herfkins hands off DeWitt, and DeWitt will be fouled. It'll be a baseline play. See what Coach Dorsey can draw up to take advantage of it. Sandstrom will check right back out, as she has picked up another foul here early. Bennett hits Herfkins in the corner, cross-court pass, DeWitt, right back over to Bennett. Addison Gutierrez on the wing. Bennett now will bring it back up, and she's going to drive down the left side, and the pass went through the legs of Herfkins. Emporia retains possession, though. A DeWitt drive is going to draw a foul with 1:09 left to go in this first quarter. DeWitt will go to the free throw line now to extend the Emporia lead.
On the line for the Spartans, Lexi DeWitt will shoot 2.
DeWitt's first does not go, off the front of the rim and rolled out. Now the second free throw will come to try and extend the lead to 3. Second one will go to make it 12-9. DeWitt's third point of the game. Addie Kermer now comes back in. She already has 9. Emporia is going to take away their press, leave the pressure to behind half court. Kermer now on defense against Kalia Fulton. We have less than a minute to go in the first. Fulton almost lost control, able to hold on, and now Herfkins tried to help Kermer out, but instead she's going to get called for a foul. Herfkins now pick up her second here in the first quarter, so some foul trouble for both teams early. Fulton now went 1 for 2 on the line for her first pair of free throws. Her second pair is going to start off with a make. Zeta Pearson now will check in for Herfkins, who has 2 fouls. Fulton's in for Hayden now is freshman Emberly Connell. Kermer, hand in her face, 3. Doesn't go, it's in and out, but Zeta Pearson gets the rebound, puts it back, it won't go. And now a fight for the ball. Lexa Shively gets it into Zeta Pearson, it's blocked. And out of bounds, Hayden ball. Emporia bringing the full court pressure back now with 22.7 left in the first quarter. Student section and cheerleaders starting to clap. 20 seconds to go. And a drive now from Norma Greco. Shot doesn't go. Shively rebounds. Fast break with 10 left. Slows it down. Gets it to Kermer. 8 left now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The buzzer beater won't go. And it does go out of bounds with 0.8 left. So we'll see if some sort of deep shot will go for Hayden.
Spartan substitution, Tegan Baker.
12-11 our score. Deep pass intercepted by Tegan Baker, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. It's a 12-11 ball game. highly intense, highly contested back and forth early on, just like we predicted. And we'll bring you coverage of this game when we come back. The second quarter will Sports Network. We return to White Auditorium with 3 quarters left to play here in a 1-point game. Hayden will start off with it to start this second quarter, and it'll be Norma Greco bringing it up to get us kicked off. Bennett will work on defense. Kicks out in the corner. Fulton driving up, cross-court pass. Grunert for 3, it goes! And Hayden will take the lead right back with 7:40 left to go in the first half. Kermer now over to Shively to DeWitt. Kicked out Peak at the top of the key, looking, finds Bennett, sets a screen, and it's swung around. Kermer, 3, off the front iron. But Shively will get on the floor and fight for this ball. It's going to be a jump ball, and that should stay with Emporia. A big jump ball there to give Emporia another possession here as they're down 2. A good crowd here at White Auditorium tonight. The student section for both teams showing out. Hayden came on the road, traveled well, as Bennett will now work on the wing. Bennett looking, lost her dribble, able to find Peak on the high post, who drives in, but is going to lose control. It's out of bounds. Hayden ball. Almost a minute into the second quarter. 14-12 Hayden. Gruner drives up the left side, and now some tough defense, and they are going to call a late foul on Alexis Shively. The Emporia bench does not like it at all. Fulton inbounds Greco. After the Alexis Shively foul, it was Shively's first team foul of the second quarter for Emporia. Emil Bennett giving Fulton the left side. And now it's another cross-court pass to Grunert. Outside Bella Reed. Fulton working things around. Trying to find a lane past Bennett. And she finds one, shot from the elbow, won't go. Rebound Alexis Shively. Shively pushes it up. Quick, fast break into Ryan Peak, but the layup won't go. Toughly contested layup. Hayden gets the rebound, pushes down the court. Pass across the court, and now a pass inside is going to go out of bounds off the hand of Briley Meyer. Emporia will get it right back with 6:07 left to go in the second. Tegan Baker checks back in. Emberly O'Connell, the freshman, checks back in for senior Avery Gruner. Now deep pass, Peak on the press. They break it pretty easily. DeWitt, though, is going to pull it back out and try to set things up. Bennett inside. Now back out Baker. 3 off the front of the rim. Now Hayden going to go for a fast break of their own. Fulton drives in on DeWitt. DeWitt standing strong on defense, but the shot from the short corner goes for Kalia Fulton. (16-12), now a 4-point Hayden lead. Baker over to DeWitt. And now stolen. Hayden, a chance to maybe get it up to 6 on the fast break. And Tegan Baker will be called for the foul there, her first of the game. Second team foul of this quarter for Emporia with 5:24 left until the end of the first half. Baseline play starts in a box formation, and now Hayden works around, and it's just going to be a deep safety outlet to Emberly Connell. Hayden sets things up now, slowing it down a little. They get the pass inside to Meyer, and now three. Greco doesn't go. It's an air ball, and it will go out of bounds to Emporia. Kyla Herfkins checking back in now for Ryan Peak. Spartans down 4. Haven't been able to get any offense going here in the second quarter. Bennett navigating the offense, and now a pass is going to go out of bounds through the hands of DeWitt. Hayden will force another Emporia turnover. 5 minutes exactly until halftime. Emporia takes away the full court pressure again. Kalia Fulton bringing it up. Her and Greco have been exchanging who brings it up quite often. Now inside pass, Meyer off the mark, but a rebound from Connell. Putback doesn't go. Kyla Herfkins gets the rebound, even with the over-the-back foul on Briley Meyer. Addie Kermer checks back out for Alexa Shively. Laura Sandstrom checking back in for Hayden. Right wing is Baker. Pass inside on the cut to DeWitt. DeWitt brings it back out. Now drives in. Free throw. It gets blocked. Emporia wanted a foul, saying that her wrist got hit on the shot. No foul there, though. Greco bringing it up now on Bennett. And now help defense from Kyla is going to work out. She takes a charge. The Hayden bench does not like the call at all. And it was definitely a close one. Head coach Carvel Reynoldson arguing that Herfkins wasn't set there. But Emporia will get it back with 4:15 left to go in the second. Can they find any offense? They haven't been able to score yet in this second quarter. And now that one knocked free. Emporia wanting a foul again. They remain possession of it though. Bennett steps up for three. It won't go. And now a fight for the rebound out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off Avery Grunert and will stay with Emporia. Addie Kermer checks in for Tegan Baker. Inbounds play almost right at the corner of the court. Quick pass in. Kermer, three. No, off the backboard and off the side of the rim. Kermer thought about taking another one, instead gets it off to DeWitt. Now Bennett up top, working on Kalia Fulton. DeWitt driving inside, and now they're going to tack on a foul on Emberly Connell. First foul on Connell of the night. Third team foul for Hayden. Bennett now finds DeWitt down low off the inbounds. Quick pass into Kermer. She loses control. Alexa Shively dives on the floor to get the ball back. And waiting on a call. They're going to say jump ball. And the possession arrow will go to Hayden. Bella Reed now comes to the scorer's table and checks in for Connell. 3:36 left. The clap starting from the student section again, holding up D up signs. Baker checks in for Shively. The student section wanting to see their team take this lead back, the one they had at the end of the first quarter. Greco drives down, loses control, out of bounds, back to Emporia. And both of these defenses playing hard-nosed basketball. And the result has been a defensive game, a lot of turnovers. And neither team has gotten on the board for a while. Kyla Herfkins tries to change that, but it's blocked. But it will be out of bounds and stay with Emporia. Sandstrom will the one with the block there on Herfkins. And the line inbounds play is going to go to the safety outlet of Lexi DeWitt. Bennett drives in but kicks out Baker. DeWitt thought about the shot. Instead, it's going to go to Kyla Herfkins. The extra pass is not going to let Herfkins hit the three. It was in and out. 3 minutes left till halftime. 16-12, Hayden leads. Fulton drives in. That one almost stolen. Fulton gains possession back. Student section encouraging the Lady Spartans. And now Herfkins called for a foul, and she will pick up her third in this first half, and that's going to bring Zeta Pearson to the scorers table along with Alexa Shively. Shively comes in for DeWitt. Pearson comes in for Herfkins. 2:46 left in the first half. Inbounds play right to Briley Meyer, who puts it in, plus the foul. And now the Hayden lead is at 6 points, its biggest of the game. First foul on Pearson, fourth on Emporia. A chance to extend the lead to 7. It's already at its largest of the night at 6. Myers free throw on the way. Nothing but net. 19-12. Emporia still without a score in this second half. They've been outscored 8-0. And sorry, not no score in the second half, no score in the second quarter. Bennett drives in, layup does not go. Shively fighting for the ball, gets it back. Kermer working it on Sandstrom. Bennett pass inside, almost stolen. Kermer saves it though, and now Hurd's floater is blocked. Fast break, Grunert. Bennett one-on-one. And they pass it over to Meyer. Outside Greco. Greco's drive, unsuccessful. Rebound Baker. Bennett fast break, realized she doesn't have numbers, pulls it back out with 2 minutes left to go. And now Kermer three, open, but it won't go. So now brings it back up for Hayden. Gruner looks to drive inside, kicks out. She'll get it back in the corner. And now looking for a trap. Emporia looked for a trap, but quickly Coach Reynoldson called a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after those quick 30 seconds here on E-Town Sports Network. As we return from the timeout, Coach Dorsey let her team have it. And maybe that will give them a fire here to finish off these last 94 seconds of the first half well. But it will be Hayden ball at first. Fulton looks inside, corner, Greco, three, off the back of the rim. but they get the offensive rebound. Meyer now down low, misses. Sandstrom, though, gets the rebound. But now they're going to call a quick jump ball, and it will favor Emporia. And Emporia will get it back. Reynoldson does not like the call. And it did seem a bit quick. Maybe it'll be a boost, though, that Emporia needs. They have not scored yet in this second quarter. Reynoldson letting the referee have it while Emporia works on offense. Pearson has it in the corner. Now it's Kermer, right wing. Bennett drives in and almost lost it, but gets it back. A physical play. They have let them play here tonight. Now Pearson drives in mid-range, does not go. 40 seconds left. Pearson now working on Sandstrom, almost got the steal, and now the Spartans do get the steal, but they get tripped up, and Sandstrom gets it right back. But now it's a carry. Lauren Sandstrom is going to get called for the carry, and the Hayden sideline is upset. 32.8 seconds left. Emporia student section making sure to let Hayden know which way this ball is going. 30 seconds left. Pearson from the elbow. Fakes a handoff to both Bennett and Kermer. DeWitt drives in. They kick it out. Pearson gets it to Bennett in the left wing. Bennett scans, drives in, backdoor pass. Lexi DeWitt, the shot and the foul. What a backdoor pass. Tagged along with a great finish from Lexi DeWitt, who got fouled on the way. With 12.4 seconds left, Emporia is finally on the board in the second quarter and a chance to cut this lead down to 4.
Hayden substitution, Lauren Sandstrom.
5 points for Lexi so far tonight, a chance to make it 6. And the free throw good from DeWitt. So this lead is back down to 4. Lexa Shively comes in for Lexi after the free throws with 12 seconds left till halftime. Warrior brings full court pressure. Fulton working on Shively behind the back. Dribbles down. 4 seconds. 2, 1. Buzzer beater off the backboard and rim. And that will be halftime. Our score, Hayden 19, Emporia 15. It's a close one, and it's a good one. And it's been a physical one. Both teams forcing turnovers and not letting the other have an easy basket. I think the only easy baskets we've seen so far have been free throws. These teams have had a high power and high motor in this one. And we'll bring you back when we get closer to the end of halftime, and we'll bring up some halftime stats and some key takeaways, along with a short preview of the boys game that will come after this one. You're watching Spartan Basketball on E-Town Sports Network. We bring you back to White Auditorium in a 1915 game. And let's talk a little bit about what happened here in the first half. It's a 1915 Hayden lead in a very, first of all, let's just say physical for one. The refs let these teams play a little bit, but both teams could very easily be looking at situations where they have a lot of key players in deep foul trouble, but they let them play a little. Nothing wrong with that. The second quarter was really the defining quarter of this game. It was 12-11 after the first quarter. Hayden outscored Emporia 8-3 in the second quarter, and that's how they jumped out to their 19-15 lead. Emporia, though, found some momentum at the end with the and one to Lexi DeWitt off the backdoor pass from Emil Bennett. And we're going to see if they can keep that rolling into this second half. Right now, Lexi DeWitt and Addie Kermer are the only two to score points for the Spartans. Kermer with 9, DeWitt with 6. So we'll see if they can find other routes of scoring here. Hayden's moved the ball around a lot, found a lot of different scores. They've had 2 and 1s as well. That has been big in this first half. This game has also had a lot of pressure to kind of go along with that physical factor. This game has had a lot of pressure from both teams. So, and I mean, both teams have dealt with it well at times and others not so well. It really got to Emporia in that second quarter where Hayden jumped out. But we'll see if both teams bring this pressure and how much it will affect their fatigue when it comes to the end of this one. But it should be a good finish here at White Auditorium. And don't forget, after this one, the boys will also play Hayden, so make sure to stay tuned. After this, it will start shortly after this girls' game. But we have just about 30 seconds left to go until the second half starts. So both teams in the huddle. We'll see how this second half plays out at White. It's here in day 2 of the Paul Terry Classic. The winner of this one would probably have the best chance at winning the entire thing come day 3 tomorrow. So this is a big one here, and also one between 2 highly ranked teams. But here we go, second half underway. Norma Greco will get it and pass it right back to Kalia Fulton. Quick screen from Belgrade, and now Fulton is fouled by Lexi DeWitt. DeWitt picks up her first of the night. And a foul here just 11 seconds in to the third quarter. Inbound now, deflected by Ryan Pico, right back out of bounds, and we're going to go from the sideline again, this time a little closer to the baseline. Fulton inbounds across the court to Sandstrom. Sandstrom may be the center or the main big of this team, but she can handle the ball well. Fulton now up top, gets the screen from Sandstrom, looks for her off the roll, but decides to eat it. Peak was there covering. Gruder now in the corner. Back to Fulton, who dribbles down the corner. Reed inside, corner, pass deflected, out of bounds, and we're going to stay with Hayden again. Fulton will throw the inbounds pass. Fulton trying to find someone, struggling to find someone, and eventually finds the safety outlet, Bella Reed. Now Greco trapped in the corner, but gets it back out to Reed. Screen from Reed, now Greco, corner 3, no. Peak gets the rebound, Emporia will push it up. Bennett looking, kicks out, DeWitt. DeWitt swings, and now they're going to call a foul here. That one they're going to say is on number 30. Norma Greco. the junior, will pick up her second foul of the day. Now DeWitt, top of the key, three, nothing but net, and this game is back to a point. Lexi DeWitt with 9 on the night, tied with Addie Kermer, the only other scorer. They've combined for all 18 of the Spartans' points, and now DeWitt will get the steal, but she's not able to save it and keep it in bounds, so Hayden will keep possession with 6:40 left in the third.
Substitution, Briley Meyer.
Briley Meyer now checking in for Avery Gruner. Inbounds pass, Meyer bobbled for a second, but now gains control and shoots a three with a hand in her face, off the mark. Bennett pushes it up the floor. And now Shiley drives down the baseline, not able to put the layup in, but it's out of bounds. Off the rebound and will stay with Emporia. Coach Reynoldsson gave his team some encouragement here. We'll see if it helps him on this big possession early in the second half. It almost did, but Addie Kermer held on to it. And now Bennett, top of the key, open three, no. Rebound Meyer. Hayden will bring it up now as we're now 2 minutes into the third quarter. On the left wing, it's Greco, and the ball falls out of her hands, out of bounds. It will go to Emporia. Once again, the defense is showing out strong here to start this one off. Bennett and Kermer communicate for a quick second, and now they start the offense. DeWitt left wing, Kermer inside, lost control, Fulton steals, and now the fast break was almost on for a second for Hayden, but instead Meyer stopped after she heard the words Wolf and slowed it down. Fulton now takes a drive inside between 3 Emporia defenders, and they're going to get Fulton on a travel. Fulton upsets, and now I think we might have just... It looks like the refs were giving Reynoldsson a warning. And yes, they are going to give Reynoldsson a technical foul. He is going to get teed up. He was in the ref's ear towards the end of the second half. And the refs have asserted their dominance early here in the second half. They get Reynoldsson the technical foul. Addie Kermer will shoot the free throws for it. And the first one goes. Kermer now enters double digits on the night and ties this ball game up at 19. Kermer's second free throw now. Good, nothing but net, and Emporia takes back the lead. Things did not look good in the second quarter, but the Lady Spartans have fought back with 5:33 left to go. 20-19 our score, and Emporia will get the ball. So that technical foul could prove to be big. And now they're going to call foul on Norma Greco. Greco picks up her third. So the third on Greco, who's played some good minutes and sometimes taking the ball up the floor for Hayden tonight. Emporia seems to have all the momentum right now here in white. Peak now, drives in from the top of the key, won't go. She's fighting for her own rebound, but instead it'll go to Emile Bennett. Stays with Emporia. Bennett puts it up. No, another offensive rebound. This time Tegan Baker, she puts it back. And she will score her first points of the night, and the first points of the night that have not come from Lexi DeWitt or Addie Kermer. And now a deep pass to a wide open so far with 4:50 left to go in the third. Corner three, DeWitt looked like she had it, but it just found its way out. Fast break again for Hayden. The pass to Fulton almost lost out of bounds, but she gets it off to Myers, who fights for the ball and is going to get a foul call. There were 2 Emporia defenders. We'll see which one they say this is on. They're going to say it's on Lexi DeWitt. Second foul. She has 9 of the Spartans' 22 points tonight. The other 10 of the Spartans, or sorry, the other 13 coming from Addie Kermer and Tegan Baker. That ball out of bounds, stays with Hayden. Line, a deep three, and now Hayden has the 24-22 lead. Just when things seemed like they were going all Emporia, Hayden with a big answer. Emporia works it around. Kermer trying to find a lane inside. She does. She puts the floater up, but it won't go. But she gets her own rebound, and that one goes. Kermer adds to her point total. And now stolen, Ryan Peak. Emporia fast break is on, and now they slow it down. Bennett on the right wing here in a tie ball game. 3:30 left to go in the third quarter. Kermer looks inside, kicks out Bennett, thought about the mid-range instead, gets it inside to Peak, but she's not able to get it to go. (24-24), D-up chants are starting. The student section into this one, and I don't blame him. It's been a good one. Meyer inside is going to draw the foul, and she'll be shooting two.
Start foul is called on Lexi to make her third personal 13 foul. At the line for the Wildcats, Meyer will shoot two.
Meyer will shoot two. She had a big and one earlier where she knocked down the free throw. This first one will go. And so Hayden will take the lead right back, 25-24. Ella Foster, Avery Gruner come back in. Kyla Herfkins and Alexa Shively check back in for the Spartans. Second free throw now on the way from Meyer. And it's good. 2-point Hayden lead. 3 minutes left in the third. Kermer drives, floater, rolls in. 15 for Addie Kermer. 15 for Kermer, 9 for DeWitt, and 2 for Baker. And Emporia calls a timeout. I think we're going to keep it here. The student section's now in a battle. Emporia has a little more strength in numbers here. But they're going to keep going at it. They're actually right next to each other. Something you don't see very often. Usually that 30-second timeout. We are going to stay tied at 26. 2:53 left until we hit the fourth quarter of this one. And what a good one it's been. Gruner will inbound. Emporia bringing the press on. Greco driving and almost got trapped, but instead works her way out of it. And now in the corners, Foster. And Greco will slow it down, set things back up. Defense chance going. Meyer, 3-0, but net with a hand on her face. How about the three-point shooting from Hayden tonight? And they're going to take their three-point lead back. Kermer works inside through a double team, and now they are going to call a foul. We'll see. 2 Hayden defenders it could have been on. We'll see who they say it is. It is on number 5, the 6-foot senior Lauren Sandstrom, and that is big. She picks up her third foul of the night. She is a big part of this Hayden team. Gutierrez, who's just checked into the game, will inbound. Kermer off the inbound 3, no. Rebound, Shively a fight for the ball. And jump ball. Jump ball stays with Emporia again. Alexa Shively, no surprise that she is getting on the floor fighting for this basketball. 2:18 left in the third. 29-26 Hayden. Bennett looking, gets it in. Gutierrez, short corner, no. And almost got the offensive rebounds, but Meyer is able to get it for Hayden. She has played a big part of this Hayden team tonight. And now Fulton inside, corner three, Grunertz, no. And now on the rebound, they call a foul on Gutierrez. She picks up her first of the night, but it is the 14th foul. So now in this quarter, Hayden will be in the bonus. And actually both teams are. And now three off the inbounds. Meyer didn't go. It's almost surprising that it didn't. She has been on fire. But now it's going to be an over the back on Avery Grunertz. And that will send Addie Kummer to the free throw line. Once again, the student section letting Hayden know the ball is indeed going Emporia's way with 1:56 left to go. Kummer's first goes in. Hayden lead down to 2. Kummer's 16th point of the night. And the second one's nothing but net. It's down to 1. So now we're back to a 1-point game. Emporia will stay in the full court press. So Shively making Fulton work for it, and now there's going to be a foul. Fulton going to the line. It's on Shively. Shively's second. So now Hayden will go to the line. And the first shot is good. And now Fulton the chance out to 3 again as Sandstrom, who has 3 fouls, checks back in. Free throw, good. 31-28, Hayden, 1:50 left until we hit the fourth quarter. Kermer over to Shively, right wing. Shively looked at a drive, instead kicked it back out. Now Kermer, tough drive, and they're going to call an offensive foul. An interesting call there, Addie Kermer. Wow. So Hayden will get it back. A chance to extend their score to a 2-possession lead. And Greco thought about doing it, but she just couldn't quite get the layup to go. Greco fights for the ball though, has it, and now she's going to be called for a walk though. Couldn't keep control of it. 1:23 left in the third. Emporia ball, Kermer takes it down. Dorsey coaching her team on, calling the offensive play. Kermer sets it up. Looked inside for a second. And now backdoor. DeWitt lost control of it, now in a fight for it. And now they're going to say DeWitt stepped out of bounds. So it's back to Hayden. Briley Meyer back in for Hayden. Checks in for Emberly Connell, the 5'6" freshman. Fulton driving. Behind the back dribble. Cross half court. Pass inside, Meyer puts it in, and the Hayden lead is 2 possessions. It's 33-28. 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Bennett looks for a quick drive, kicks out. Baker sets up for 3. No. And now a Sandstrom rebound, and Hayden has it, and likely could take this to the end of the quarter with 23 seconds left, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Sandstrom will back out and set things up. Kicks it up to Fulton. Fulton waits, Now down to less than 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter. Doesn't go. End of the third quarter, 33-28. Hayden leads. It's been a good one. The third quarter, arguably the most entertaining of this game so far. We'll see which team can come out atop in the fourth quarter when we come back. This is Spartan Basketball on E-Town Sports Network. Bring you back to Wide Auditorium in downtown Emporia for the final 8 minutes of this game. Hayden will get the ball to start this fourth quarter. Emporia gonna need to spark a small comeback. Fulton has it on the wing. And now pass inside, Sandstrom lays it in, and the Hayden lead is now 7. That is the biggest it's been in a while. Kermer sets up 3, it got blocked. It got blocked, Sandstrom's gonna end up with it. Drives down, finds Fulton, 7:30 left to go in the ball game. Addison Gutierrez checks in at the scorer's table. And now backdoor pass. Greco can't get the layup to go though. And now fast break. Sandstrom from behind blocks. Rebound peak. Inside Shively, and she is going to draw the foul and go to the free throw line with 7:11 left to go. Shively a chance to get herself on the board and get Emporia on the board in the third quarter. Shively's first will go.
Addison Gutierrez returning for the Wildcats. Bella Reed.
To cut it down to 5. Doesn't go. And it will be out of bounds off the free throw and stay with Emporia. That's huge. .709 left to go now. Bennett will look to inbound. Hits Shively. Over to DeWitt. DeWitt drives across, hands off Bennett. Bennett 3, no. Gruner and Sandstrom fighting hard for the rebound. Gruner drives down. DeWitt giving her pressure. 6-point game. Fulton left wing. Shively giving her tough defense. Now she switches with Addison Gutierrez, who's now on Fulton. Sandstrom drives in, almost got it stolen, and they're going to call the foul on Alexis Shively, who picks up her third now. First Emporia foul of the fourth quarter. 6:33 left to play. They're going to start the claps. Quick inbound, Sandstrom. Sandstrom drives, no, rebound Shively. Shively brings it down, trying to work quickly. Gets it back out to Bennett. Dribbles around, hands off Shively. And Emporia continuing to move it around with the handoff. So now Bennett's going to set things up. She's going to tell her teammates where to go and try to set up a score here. Now almost loses control, slides on the floor to save it. Thought about the three. Looks left wing, Shively drives, kicks out Peak on the high post, drives in. No foul, a lot of contact, no foul, but tries to put it back, and there she will get the foul with 5:52 left to go. So now Peak with some big free throws here for Emporia.
That's her second personal, second team foul. The line for the Spartans, Ryan Peak will shoot two.
And it's good from Peak. Now 35-30. Second free throw off the mark, off the back of the rim. Hayden will slow things down a little bit and try to take away what they can. Student section cheering on their team here at White Auditorium. Stolen Ryan Peak. DeWitt, extra pass. Kermer, floater rolls in. The floater found its way in for Addie Kermer. And that is a big one. We will come back after the full timeout from Hayden. Emporia has it back within 3 here. Well, if you're Hayden, whether you're both the boys or girls team, this is a matchup you've looked forward to probably since last year, getting swept by this Emporia team along with the win in the Paul Terry Classic. But right now they have a chance to get the first matchup win from these two teams with 5 minutes left to go. Coming out of the timeout, they're up 3. Emporia has the momentum though on a nice little 4-0 run. That ball is deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay with Hayden. Ryan Peak subs back in for Kyla Herfkins. Fulton inbounds. It's a tightly contested inbound to Greco. Greco kicks out. And the 3 from Gruner doesn't go. So Emporia will get it back and a chance to cut this lead down to 1 or maybe even tie it up with a 3. DeWitt looks to drive inside, but she took a step too early. Travel back to Hayden. Tegan Baker in now for Addison Gutierrez. 4:52 left to play. Greco takes the inbounds pass. And now Greco driving in and puts it through for Hayden. 37-32 our score now. Emporia moves it quickly after the made basket. Kermer, DeWitt, Peak. DeWitt driving around, swings. Kermer, 3. No, but gets her own rebound, puts it back up, but it doesn't go. Sandstrom with the rebound. That is where she has posed the biggest threat for Emporia tonight, has been the boards. We'll see. Emporia has an answer because they're going to need second possessions to come back and win this one. And now they're going to call a foul. Interesting call there. 4:05 left to go. (37-32) Hayden a chance to inbound. And they get it in. Sandstrom She can't put the layup in though. Fast break now, and errant pass. Emil Bennett able to get it though off a couple of bounces. Kermer drives in, kicks out, Peak, spins, looking. She gets the foul. Doesn't quite get the shot, but she does get the foul. She'll go to the free throw line in order to take away from the Wildcat lead. First one from Peak is a swish. Nothing but nets. 37-33, 3:49 left to go in this game. And second one won't go. Sandstrom rebounds. Greco, who now has 4 fouls along with Meyer. She's going to get a shot blocked. Emporia moving quickly. It's a 2-on-3 though. DeWitt sees that and pulls things back out. Now they're going to get it to Bennett. Over to Peak. Kermer drives in, takes it from just short of the elbow. Doesn't go, but it is going to be out of bounds off of Hayden on the rebound. So Emporia will keep possession with 3:23. 4-point game. Hayden has had the lead for most of the second half. Inbound Kermer, right back into Bennett. Bennett puts it up, doesn't go. Gets it back out. And now Kermer drives left wing, lays it up, doesn't go. Baker tried to get the rebound on the putback, but it was blocked by Meyer. And now a foul. I believe it's going to be on Addie Kermer. No official word yet. And it is. Oh, no, they're going to say Tegan Baker. Third foul for Baker, a big defensive part of this team. 3:10 left. Greco drives down the sideline, slows it down now that she got past the press. Bennett going for the steal, gets on the floor for it, fight for the ball. Jump ball. It is Emporia ball. Can they cut this one down to one possession? We will see. Alexa Shively checks in for Tegan Baker. Both teams with 3 team fouls. We'll see if those will become important later if there's a free throw game that needs to be played. Kermer hesitated for a second, now hits Shively. Bennett over to Shively. DeWitt in the corner. Drives back inside. Kick out. Now Emporia continuing to penetrate inside. Peak takes it up, and she is going to draw another foul, and that is also on Lauren Sandstrom, and that is big. That is Sandstrom's 4th. So now oh no, they're going to say it was on Bella Reed. It looked more like Lauren Sandstrom got the bulk of the contact there. First free throw doesn't go for Peak. That's big because that would have put Sandstrom on her 4th foul of the night. Instead, she'll stay at 3 with 2:36 left to go. Peak's second free throw goes. 37-34. It's a 3-point game. One where Hayden has had the lead for most of the night, aside from a quick Emporia lead in the second and third quarter. Not a full court press yet, but they're still bringing pressure. Herfkins goes for the steal, loses control. Sandstrom gains it back. And now Coach Carvel Reynoldson wants a Hayden timeout, and it is a full one. We'll come back with coverage of the final 2 minutes and 20 seconds when this timeout's over. You're watching E-Town Sports Network. here we go. The final 2 minutes and 20 seconds of a game that has been back and forth. Or I guess not necessarily back and forth, but it's been tight all the way. And we've got another 140 seconds to play. Or maybe more. To finish this one off, Fulton struggling to find someone, eventually finds Sandstrom. DeWitt in defense, and now it's over to Greco in the corner. And Bennett tried to get a steal there, couldn't quite reach. Sandstrom right wing, takes it back up top. Herfkin's working on defense, and they're going to say Herfkin's fouled her. And that will be Herfkin's fourth. That'll cause Ryan Peak to check back in for her. So still 37-34, 2:04 left. And now Chan starting, but not in the student section. The rest of the crowd here. Meyer works inside. No, gets her own rebound, puts it back up. No, gets it again, and finally gets it to go, 39-34. 5-point game. Kermer drives, floater, good, nothing but net. And now the Spartans call a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break. Back from the timeout. It's a 3-point ball game. And now here comes the press of Emporia. It gave Hayden some issues towards the end of the first half. And Emporia is going to need it to do that exact same thing here in these last minute and 42 seconds. Greco working on Bennett. Bennett doing anything she can. And she is going to pick up a foul. Second of the game. Bennett trying to argue that Greco was pushing off with the elbow. But now Greco will go to the free throw line. Hayden is in the bonus. First free throw good, and that gets it back out to a 4-point game, 40-36 Hayden. (40-36). Second free throw on the way. And it's good. 41-36. Emporia doesn't have to necessarily rush things, but they do have to move quickly. Peak drives in, and what a layup from Ryan Peak. What a drive, really. And Emporia takes a full timeout. We'll be back at White Auditorium once this full timeout's over. You're watching Spartan basketball. Full timeout over. And we'll resume play. And the basketball will be in the hands of the Topeka Hayden Lady Wildcats. .85 seconds left to play at least in regulation. Baseball pass hits Norma Greco over the top, and Emil Bennett gets a foul that probably saved a bucket at least. And we'll at least have to make Norma Greco work for this one. Foul is on Emil Bennett, who now has picked up her third. Greco went 2 for 2 just a couple minutes ago when she was at the line. And she's going to make this one as well. 4-point Hayden lead. Shively checks in for Baker. What can Emporia pull out of their sleeve to make the comeback, as that one misses from Greco? And here comes the fast break. Bennett steps up. 3, no. Shively is going to fight for the rebound. And they're going to say there is a foul on Addie Kermer. Second foul, and Hayden now will go back to the free throw line. Not good for the Spartans with 1:14 left to go in this ball game. Sandstrom will be the one taking the free throws. And the first one crawls in. Was off the front of the rim and just barely rolled its way in. Second one, nothing but nets. 6-point game. Shively, wing, peek, pump fakes, kicks out. Kermer drives. DeWitt, corner 3. It's good, and it's a big one. This lead is cut down to 3. Carolyn Dorsey calls a full timeout with a minute left to go. Lexi DeWitt hits a big 3, and this game is down to a 3-point lead for Hayden. Wow, just when Hayden seemed like they could maybe pull away and win this one, it is back down to 3. And we'll give you coverage of the final minutes when we come back from this full timeout. You're watching E-Town Sports Network. Back at White Auditorium on Coach Ron Slaymaker courts. One that has been tight all the way, and we have 61 seconds left in regulation to be exact. It'll be Hayden ball off of Lexi DeWitt, corner 3. That is a big one. That gives her 12 on the night, and now a steal. Emil Bennett right off the press break, and this game is down to 1 point. And now they're going to call Addie Kermer for a foul. Things got pretty physical in the first half. The refs look like they've decided to change it up now, because there have been a lot more fouls called, or at least just compared to the physicality. There have been a lot more called in the second half that probably would have been let go in the first. Greco now to extend the Hayden lead to 2. Good. Swish. 45-43, 54.2 left. For your student section doing anything they can to try and throw Greco off. And they aren't going to be successful, though. It's back out to a 3-point Hayden lead. We now have reached 50 seconds left. Kermer gets a screen from DeWitt. Drives in. Floater. Good. 1-point game. And the Spartans are going to take another full time out with 43 and a half left to go. This game is not over yet, that's for sure. The Lady Spartans fighting hard in this one, and we're going to keep it here for this full timeout. 46-45 our score. Addie Kermer tacks on her 24th point of the game. The Emporia crowd has shown out. And they got it. They are getting into it in this last 43, for these last 43 and a half seconds. Man, this is quite the game. Emporia hasn't had a lead since early in the third quarter. They are scratching and clawing back in this one. They seem to have the momentum and the home crowd on their side. The teams are back on the courts. Emporia forced a turnover on the press earlier that helped them get to this position. Can they do it again? Almost did. Emil Bennett almost did. But Greco holds on. And Kermer is going to now be called for her fourth. And that is big if you're Emporia. 38-7 left to go. And also Greco, not the person you want to foul right now. She has been pretty good from the free throw line tonight. And it's good. Probably not a surprise to most everyone here that Greco knocked that one down. That's not going to stop the crowd from getting into this one, doing anything they can to make noise. And it worked that time. Free throw missed. Kermer, top of the key, 30 seconds left, drives in, floater, no, rebound Meyer, fight for the ball. And they call Kermer for a foul. On the fight for the ball, Kermer is going to be fouled out. And that is huge for Emporia. With some of the calls that have been let go tonight, it is interesting to see that one be called right there. Addison Gutierrez will check in for Kermer, and that is a huge foul call. Meyer now will go to the free throw line. Briley Meyer, the 6-foot junior, misses the first. That's huge. That is huge for Emporia. That is going to mean that no matter what, this game is going to stay at one possession. The student section doing anything they can, but that one's nothing but nets. 45-48, three-point game, 25 seconds left to go. Can the Spartans at least tie this one up without Addie Kermer? Ryan Peak three, no. Lexi DeWitt saves it, but it's going to go right to Kalia Fulton. And Hayden with 13 left and a three-point lead. 49-45. Now to extend the lead to 5. And it rolled in. Somehow rolled in, and not sure how. They roll it into Bennett, trying to save as much time as possible. Bennett, desperation three, no. Hayden is going to get the rebounds. A late foul with 4.8 left to go, but I don't think it's going to make a difference in this one. Hayden looks to seal the deal and take the first matchup of this series, in which they lost all 3 last year. Briley Meyer will shoot these free throws now. And she does miss the first. With 4.8 left to go. Meyer's second free throw. Missed. 4, 3, 2, 1. And Emporia is not even going to get a shot off. Hayden has knocked off 6th ranked Emporia. 50-45. It was a tight one all the way, and a hard-fought game between two very good basketball teams. But in the end, Emporia not able to get it done. They're going to take their first loss of this 2023 campaign. Hayden, one thing was the boards. Hayden had their way when it came to rebounds. That was a big part of their win tonight. And also just forcing uncharacteristic Emporia turnovers, something that a well-coached Carolyn Dorsey team doesn't do very much. But that being said, it was a great basketball game we just saw, and hopefully the boys' game at 7, well, was supposed to be at 7:30. We were running quite a bit late. Hopefully that game is going to be just as good, but we're going to take a break, and we'll come back closer to the start of that game. You're watching Spartan Basketball on E-Town Sports Network. And we are back at White Auditorium, set now for the Emporia High School boys and the Hayden boys. Spartans versus Wildcats once again for the second time tonight. First, talk about the Spartan boys. They are coming off a 47-35 win against Spring Hill. They're 2-0 on the season. The other one coming 50-39 over Ottawa. They have given up 37 points a game, scoring on average 48.5 a game. So these guys aren't going to score a lot on you, at least from what we've seen so far, but they move the ball around well, and they don't let anybody have an easy basket, especially last night against Spring Hill. Last year, they also swept Hayden, but that number can be quite deceiving. Last year against Hayden, the average margin of victory was 4 points, and they still found a way to sweep them, but it was close every time. First here in the Paul Terry Classic last year was a 57-53 win. At home, it was 59-52, and the game, and the reason why Hayden has probably circled this game for a while is because when Emporia played at Hayden, it was a 39-38 win for Emporia. Cooper Reck hit 2 game-winning free throws to give Emporia the 1-point lead with 0.3 seconds left. And they ended up taking that victory as well at Hayden. So the Spartan sweep is out of the equation tonight, but the boys could still pick up a big win over a good Hayden team. They are ranked 10th in the class of 3A. The boys for Emporia are unranked in 5A. But they have now taken the court with around 2 minutes, 25-ish seconds left to go. When you look at Hayden, they are 1-0, 69-53 win over Trinity yesterday. That game was actually a 3-point game at halftime, but Hayden ran away with it in the second half. Another thing to note about this Hayden team, they have 5 guys under the height of 5'10". Now they still have big guys up in the 6-foot range, but they are going to have multiple starters at least under the height of 5'10". So we'll see how that plays out for an Emporia team who is slightly undersized, especially with the absence of Cooper Reck. But yeah, this team, like we said, went 0-3 against Emporia last year in 3 tightly contested games. You can't imagine they're not going to be looking for blood in the water on this one, especially with the way the game finished on their home court. Emporia probably will look to get things going on offense through River Peters. He's led them through points so far, and he's coming off a 16-point game last night against Spring Hill. He also had 9 rebounds that game as well, almost a double-double. Sheldon Stewart, like we mentioned last night, is their do-it-all guy. 9 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. So he didn't quite lead in every stat this time, but he did lead in points and assists. So we'll see if they can run things through him. Defensively, they're going to be looking a lot for Harry Trelk and Josh Rios. Rios is a physical guy, diving on the floor for the balls. And Harry just plays all-around well defense. But right now, they're going to announce the starting lineups in here at White Auditorium, and we'll be back whenever they're done. just about ready for tip-off at White Auditorium. Let's bring you starting lineups real quick. First for Emporia, 6' senior, number 1, Sheldon Stewart. 6'1" senior, number 12, Blake Spellman. 6'2" junior, number 13, Josh Rios. 6' senior, 14, Calvin Seeley. 6'3" junior, number 23, River Peters. 4, Hayden. 5'6", senior, number 0, Jacob Padilla. 5'11", senior, number 2, Cooper Kolbach. 6'2", senior, number 10, Carter Shavat. 5'7", senior, number 11, Dom Ridley. And 6'3", junior, number 21, Cooper Grace. So here we go, ready for tip-off. Can the Spartan boys avenge the girls? Will Hayden sweep the Spartans tonight? That is the question. Peters and Charvat will line up for the tip-off. And Peters will win it, so it'll be Emporia ball to start this game off. Stewart will bring it up. The leader of this team gets it over to Seeley on the right wing. Seeley looking. Rios now working. Charvat in defense. Now over to Sheldon, who has Padilla on him, playing him tightly. Sheldon looks. Seeley thought about the shot for a second with a quick pump fake. Now brings it back up. Rios on the wing. Finds Stewart in the corner. Corner pump fake. Brings it back up. Already a 40-second possession here from Emporia. Now corner. Josh Rios, 3 to open it up. Won't go. Rebound, Dom Ridley. So Hayden will get it here with a chance to score first. Kolbach on the right wing. Stolen, River Peters. Oh, and I'm trying to get the fast break going. Pass intercepted, though, by Cooper Grace. Ridley now will have it on the left wing. Stewart not letting him have any room defensively. Padilla working on Spellman, drives inside and falls down, and they're going to call a foul on Spellman.
Start foul is called on Blake Spellman. That's his first personal first team foul.
Padilla will be the one inbounding. Gets it over the top to Charvat. Ridley now drives inside, and underhand layup goes for Dom Ridley. Emporia now, how will they respond? Giving up the first 2 points of this ball game. Rios takes it back, now over to Seeley. Stewart, left wing. Inside Rios. Rios kicks out. Stewart, corner 3. No, off the backboard. Ridley with the rebound. 6:10 left in the first. Ridley over to Cooper Grace inside. Charvat almost lost it, holds on to it, and now that shot from Cooper Kolbach won't go. Emporia will get it back. Spellman with Grace on defense, they swing it across. Rios looked at the shot, looked like he was going to take it, instead he chose otherwise. 5:40 left in the first. They swing it across. Seeley. Rios to Spellman. They get it inside over the top to Peters, who puts it up and in, and River Peters will get his first 2 of the game and Emporia's first 2 of the game. So now we are knotted up at 2. Ridley jump stops, baseline drive, Padilla pass out, and the shot no good from Cooper Grace. Seeley rebounds. Fast break. Peters drives inside, kicks out. Rios, extra pass, and they're going to say Stewart was out of bounds when he caught that one. Harry Trelk and Rylan Crowell check in for Spellman and Rios. 3 minutes in to this first quarter. Padilla will take it up in a 2-2 ball game. Pass out to Ridley. Ridley wanted to look inside to Kolbach, instead ate it. And now on near steal, it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Peters. Both Peters and head coach Lee Baldwin arguing that one, pleading their case on why it should have been Emporia ball, but it is going to stay with Hayden. Grace now swings. Padilla working in the corner, drives in, kicks back out, quick pass, Ridley, short, it's an air ball. Crowell gets it back in for Emporia. They're going to try to push it down the court. Crowell, fast break. And now Seeley, right wing Emporia, slowing it down again, something they did a lot in that Spring Hill game and Ottawa game. Stewart now, mid-range jumper, good. Nothing but net. Stewart hit one similar to that yesterday. He has been good from mid-range so far in this early season. And now the Emporia student section into it a little bit. They've got the lead, but not for long. A good drive from Jacob Padilla. Shortest guy on the court, but he doesn't let that define him there. 4-4 ball game. 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. Crowell has it up top. Scanning, finds Stewart. Peters now, thought about the left wing three, didn't go for it. Now Trelk, over to Peters. Peters working on Ridley, drives in, past Sheldon. Stewart's off the back iron. Padilla rebounds and brings it up. And works past Trelk, kicks out Ridley. And what a drive from Dom Ridley. And he is going to give Hayden the lead right back. And now Sheldon Stewart works inside, and a good pass from River Peters. Even better finish by Sheldon Stewart. 2:50 left in the first. Driving in is Kolbach. Doesn't have much success, but it is a rebound there from Carter Chavat. That's going to keep it Hayden ball. 6-6 the score. 2:35 left in the first quarter. And now corner pass three. Cooper Grace, the junior, swishes it home. 9-6 Hayden. 2:20 now on the clock. Stewart over to Crowell. Seeley on the high post, brings it back out. And now they're gonna stop play. And coming in for the Spartans, Blake Spellman and Cooper Reck, who missed the first two games of the season with injury. But he is someone who's going to give the Spartans some height. And he enters this game with 2:12 left in the first quarter. Stewart set things up. And the pass deflected out of bounds, staying with Emporia though. That one deflected by Cade Mitchell, who also checked in during that stoppage of play. Seeley looking, inbound Stewart. Double team, but he finds Seeley. They swing it across. Reck goes up with it, and not able to get his first points of the season, but they get it back out. Stewart, top of the key, three, rolls in. It is money. And we are tied at 9 with 1:50 left to go in the first quarter. We are going to get a timeout, a 30-second timeout from Emporia. We'll come back at the end of it. You're watching Spartan basketball on E-Town Sports Network. This first quarter, and we are knotted up through those 6 minutes and 10 seconds. 9-9 our score. Checking in for Hayden after the timeout is 6'3" sophomore Connor Hanukkah. Grace now has it, drives left hand side, tried to put it up with his right hand, no, blocked by Reck. He hits his own rebound though, and now that one good from Cade Mitchell. 11-9. Some quick pressure from Hayden. The Hayden student section now getting into it. Here in Emporia, Rec looking up top for somebody. Gets Spellman. Stewart slows it down. Seeley on the wing. Spellman double teamed, but gets it back out, right back to Seeley. A little over a minute left to go in the first quarter. Seeley wide open three. No, Spellman gets the rebound and puts it back in. It's a tie ball game. Blake Spellman on the board for the Knights. Padilla drives. What a drive. Jacob Padilla finding a way to get it over the Emporia defenders, standing at just 5'6". 34 seconds to go until we are a quarter of the way done with this ball game. Stewart looking for River inside. Can't find him. Spellman thought about the three. Makes the extra pass. And now goes over the top for River, who catches it between three Hayden defenders. Lays it up and in. River Peters gets his fourth of the night. Spellman, tough defense. Now drive in, and the buzzer beater won't go. We're tied 13-13 at the end of the first quarter. This one shaping up right now to be just as good as the girls' game. We'll be right back after this. Bring you back to White Auditorium with a tie ball game. We've played a quarter of this one, and so far no one has shown the upper hand. We're knotted up at 13. Hayden will get the ball, start this second quarter off. And now Padilla shoots a quick three off the front of the rim. It looked good for a second, but couldn't quite find its way in. Fast break Emporia. Peters loses control inside, gets it back, and they're going to say no shot. They're going to call a foul. The foul will be the first of this ball game. It's on Cade Mitchell, the 5'8" sophomore. Carter Shabbat checks back in for Cooper Grace. Inbound Seeley. Stewart inside Peters. Peters puts the floater up and good, back to an Emporia lead, 15-13. River gets his 6th point of this one. Screen inside. Padilla going for another drive. This time Sheldon Stewart says no. Seeley lays it up on the fast break. And he is going to get his first two of the night. It's a 4-point Emporia lead with 7:21 left in the first half. Hayden wants a timeout, and it is going to be a full one. So with that, we'll take a break. You're watching E-Town Sports Network. The full timeout is over with 7:21 left to play here in the second quarter. We will resume. Emporia on a little run, and they have taken a 4-point lead. Padilla continues to run the point guard, and now the ball gets inside. Cade Mitchell not able to put that one in though. Rebound River Peters. Peters drives in, and they're going to call Peters for a charge. So River will pick up his first foul of the game for both himself and Emporia. Ridley now bringing it up with Padilla out of the game. Checking in for him was Mason Becker, the freshman. And now Seeley will be tacked with a foul. That will be his first of this ball game. 17-13, Spartans lead. They get it in. Carter Charvat over to Mason Becker. Mitchell working over to Ridley. Ridley drives, and they're going to call a block on Josh Rios, who tried to take the charge. Something he does a lot for this Emporia team, and the bench and crowd here at White Auditorium are letting the referees know that they did not agree with that one. Ridley will go to the line for two. And his first one is just off the mark. Second free throw from Ridley is good. And now we're going to get a foul on the rebound. Looks like that one is going to be called on Josh Rios again. So just like that, he picks up his second. Lee Baldwin is upset. Cooper will come in for Josh. Josh seeming to not know what he did either to bring up the foul call. But now it'll stay with Hayden here at 17-14. In the corner, Mason Becker. Charvat into Mitchell. Charvat works rec inside. Back over to Becker, who gets it inside. Charvat kicks out Hanukkah. Hanukkah lays it up and in to make it a 1-point game. And now fast break. River Peters doesn't quite dunk it like he did against Spring Hill, but he does just lay that one in to make it 19-16. Becker lost control for a second, gains it back, and now Stewart goes for the steal. He doesn't quite get the steal, but he does force to go out of bounds off of the freshman Mason Becker. 6:07 left in the first half. Emporia staying back, setting things up. And now foul is going to be called down low. And it's on Mason Becker. His first of the night. Rylan Crow now comes in for Blake Spellman. Seeley to Crow to Peters. And Peters dribbles around for a little bit. Looked like he was trying to find Stewart, which he now does. Stewart dribbles it up. Mitchell working on defense. Over to Peters. Peters gets a screen. And the dunk from Peters will be taken away from another foul down low. This time it's on Connor Hanukkah. Stewart off the inbounds, and the pass stolen by Hanukkah, but they are going to bring it back due to a foul. So Hanukkah will be called for back-to-back fouls here to pick up his second with 5:33 left in the second quarter. Padilla now subs back in for Carter Charvat. So Hanukkah will sit as well. And they actually are going to keep Carter Charvat in the game. Sheldon up top. Finds Crowell on left wing. He takes the screen from Rec. Kicks it back out. Rec swings it. Peters drives in. Dishes off to Rec, who is going to go to the free throw line with the chance to get his first points of the season after missing the first two games. It'll be 2 free throws for Rec. Baldwin will send everybody from the Spartans back on defense. For Rec's first of the year. No, it's off the front iron. Second from Rec. Off the front iron again. So not able to take advantage of the free throws with around 5 minutes until halftime. Cooper Kolbach, who's checked back in, drives in, unsuccessful. Good defense from Rec. Crowell pushes it. Now gets it back out to Rec. Peters, pump fakes, steps back. Short corner shot, no. Stewart, though, fights for the offensive rebound, gets the pass to Peters, and stolen, but goes out of bounds and stays with the Spartans. Stewart looking over the top to Rec off the inbound, and it's stolen. Stewart knocks it right back out of his hands, though. Peters lays it up and in. 21-16 Emporia. And they have got this lead out to 5. Kolbach, left wing. They swing it to Ridley. Ridley drives. And they're going to call Rec for a foul there. So Ridley will go back to the free throw line. Rec will get his first foul of the game. Dom Ridley back at the free throw line. And he knocks that one down. 21-17. Blake Spellman comes back in for the Spartans with 4:25 left until half. Ridley's second free throw to cut it down to 3 is good. Some half-court token pressure from Padilla. That's a quick pass off the Crowell and now swung across to Stewart. Inside Crowell. Works inside, kicks out Stewart, and before Stewart shoots the shot, it's going to be a foul on Hayden. And it's going to be on Padilla, who picks up his first. Cade Mitchell at the scorer's table for Hayden. And Crowell's first free throw coming off the 6-point performance last night is good to get him on the board. Second one from Crowell. Finds its way in as well. And the lead is back up to 5. And Ryland Crowell picks up his first 2 points of the game. Halfway through the second quarter. It's Hayden ball, 23-18 ball game. Left side, Kolbach lost control. They wanted to say double dribble, but it doesn't matter anyways. Kolbach loses it out of bounds. And another time where the Emporia student section makes sure that the Wildcats know the ball is going their way. Baldwin ordering his team to swing it around. They do just that. Spellman left wing. And they're going to do it again. Ryland shoots a right wing three. That is green. And now the lead has jumped up to 8. Crowell gets 5. And now Spellman, tight defense. And crossover from Sheldon Stewart. No look pass. Fast break pass across the court. Doesn't find its target, River Peters, though. Kolbach left wing. Stewart seems okay with giving Kolbach the left side. But Kolbach is going to drive, make the shot. However, no, the shot is not going to go with the foul. Seeley picks up his second of the night. Kolbach will still get 2 free throws. Hayden is in the bonus. And his first one bounced around a couple of times, but eventually went in. Lead down to 7. And second one, nothing but net. 26-20. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Emporia moving it around, and now Stewart, top of the key, 3, no. Hayden trying to bring it up tempo as Coach Trey Brown is instructing. Kolbach drives in, quick pass across to the backside, but the shot from Cade Mitchell's no good. Kolbach off the rebound and pass, no good from beyond the arc. And now what looked to be a jump ball is going to be a foul on, I believe, Blake Spellman. And as he picks up his second, he showed a lot of frustration with that call. He thought he got a lot of ball. Charvat now knocks down the first of 2 free throws. And now the second one on the way and good. So now we're down to 26-22 with 2:30 left to go in the second quarter. Then Emporia moving it around. Trying to open things up. Trying to get that Hayden defense to maneuver and find an open lane. Stewart has it. Pump fakes the pass. Now over to Crowell. Back to Stewart. Seeley on the bounce pass. Peters on the wing. And they continue to move it around. And the possession still with Emporia. Crowell's going to slow it down. And now gets it over to Stewart. Seeley, Crowell, open 3. He hit his first, but he's not going to get that one. Stewart saves it, though, off the Hayden defender. What a save from Sheldon Stewart. And that's what we mean when he's a do-it-all guy, even stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Harry Troke now, the 5'11 freshman, comes in for Blake Spellman. Stewart gets the pass from the sideline, sets things up. Over to Troke, and now Seeley at the top of the key. And Peters drives in, and it's going to be stopped quickly with a Hayden foul. Foul is on Dom Ridley. River Peters now have 2 free throws. He's been a good free throw shooter so far in the early season. And his first one is a swish.
Returning for the Spartans, Josh Rios.
Josh Rios comes back in now for Ryland Crowell. Peters' second free throw, also nothing but nets. 28-22. The lead is back to 6 for Emporia. Some tight defense from Trelk. Trelk on his face, and it's going to force a bad pass and a steal from Josh Rios. We have a minute left in the first half. Peters drives. No, they fight for the rebound, and it's gonna go to Cooper Grace. And now a charge call there. Josh Rios does get the charge call that time. Carter Shavat's gonna be the one tacked with it. His first of the night. Crowd comes back in for Rios, who took a big charge there with 50.4 left until halftime. And now Hayden starting to bring some slight pressure. They're going to back off, though, as Stewart takes it across half court. Right wing, Stewart drives. Crowell open three. No, off the front of the rim. And now Hayden's going to slow it down, and they might be trying to take the last possession of the half here. Ridley slows it down. We're down to about 15 seconds now. Mitchell works around, back over to Ridley. Set the screen for Ridley. Ridley drives, floater, no. Rebounded though, second chance. Cooper Grace is the one Hayden can thank for that. He misses, but it's put back up just before the buzzer by Carter Charvat. So at halftime, another close one, 28-24. Emporia has the lead. We'll be back with key takeaways, a few stats, and what needs to happen for the Spartans when we come back. You're watching Spartan Basketball on E-Town Sports Network. back at White Auditorium. T-minus around 3 minutes till the start of the second half. Let's talk a little bit about this one. Emporia with a 28-24 lead over Hayden right now. Been a pretty even game so far. Leading the way points-wise for the Spartans is River Peters with 12, followed up by Sheldon Stewart at 7, Rylan Crowell at 5, and then Blake Spellman and Calvin Seeley at 2. Both teams really have held on to the ball well. They haven't turned the ball over a whole lot. Emporia doing what they've done all game for both the 2 games before this and now for the first half of this game. And that is just move the ball around, find things open, and this team doesn't ever really get in a rush. They play their own game. Hayden right now finding a lot of baskets, driving inside, similar to the way Spring Hill found a few of their baskets last night against this Emporia team. But we'll see what adjustments both Coach Trey Brown at Hayden and Coach Lee Baldwin of Emporia High have. But with about a minute 20 seconds left until halftime, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll bring you back when we are ready for the second half to start. Second half just about ready to get underway. It will be Emporia ball. They will now be working to our left. Hayden will be working to the right. Here we go, Stewart takes it up. Seeley with the screen from Peters. Dribbles over, swings it around to Rios to Stewart. Another screen from Peters, gets a little tripped up. Doesn't slow down the Emporia offense though. Continuing the good ball movement. Looking for something open. Kolbach working on defense on Seeley. Drives around. Peters scans. Drives in. Rios now in the corner. Stewart left wing. And already a 50-second possession here for Emporia. And now Peters takes a 3. No. Carter Charvat's hand was right in his face. And it was part of the reason that shot did not go down. Jacob Padilla now setting up the Hayden offense. Over to Kolbach. And now a drive inside. Cooper Grace, no. Makes a cross-court pass to Padilla. And Padilla brings it back out, sets things up again, looking for a screen from Carter Charvat. Not able to do a whole lot with it. Grace drives in down the baseline. Back over Padilla. Ridley. Thought he had something, instead kicks out. And now Rios almost got the steal on the pass from Padilla to Charvat. Padilla takes an open 3. Front of the rim, it's off the mark. And now Stewart tips it over. It's going to lead to a fast break. And oh, Seeley went for the extra pass. Didn't work out. Stolen by Kolbach. Kolbach pulls up for what looked like a fast break 3, but instead he tried to make the extra pass as well, which did not work out. So 2 minutes in to this third quarter, and we've yet to see a score. Calvin working down low, and now they swing it around, and Rios almost lost it out of bounds, but able to get it back. Peters swung around Stewart. Peters now on the right side, goes in, and a beautiful jump stop and layup from Peters to pick up his 14th point of the game. 5:20 left in the third. Hayden now looking for a response after giving up the first 2 points of the third quarter. They get it inside. Carter Charvat lays it in, and so there is the response. Trey Brown urging his team to put pressure on the Emporia offense. Now Rios with the pump fake on the three. Rios is called with the travel. Hayden will get this one back. Crowell and Rec check back in for Emporia. Emporia takes it down and now dumps it off up top to Charvat. Charvat trying to get Kolbach. Some good defense from Crowell, but he is eventually able to get it off. Padilla drives in, spins, kicks out Kolbach. Kolbach short corner floater, rolls in, and it's a 2-point ball game. Stewart now with token pressure from Ridley. Drives up, gets past with ease. Peters wanted to look inside, still looking there a little bit, and now he dribbles around. Rec. Over to Stewart. Inside, Peters. Peters lays it up, doesn't get the shot to go, but he does get the foul. He'll be going to the free throw line to try and tack on a few more points to the Emporia High lead. Emporia sending everyone back once again. Peters misses the first one. Here as we're just about halfway through the third. Peters' second shot will go. The lead now 3. Padilla drives. Stewart and Seeley switch, but it leaves an open shot. No good though from Cooper Kolbach. And Seeley pulls it back out, slows things down after getting the rebound. Crowell, open 3, corner, no, but it gets right down to Rec, who's going to draw the foul on the putback, and will go back to the free throw line, looking to avenge the first 2 he missed earlier. Oh, and they're going to say that was not on the shot. They're going to say that was not on the putback attempt from Rex. So instead, Emporia will just retain possession. Stewart working on Ridley. Now Peters gets it to Rec. Sets up the offense. And now deep on the right corner of half court is Seeley, who now gets in some trouble, but gets it out to Cooper. Cooper looking, finds Peters. Peters shoots 3, no good. Ridley now drives in, tries to get the drive going, and it somehow found its way to Cooper Kolbach, who then drew the foul. It looked like it was going to be an Emporia steal, but instead Kolbach ripped it away. Seeley will pick up his third foul of this ball game. Inbounds play. Over to Charvat. Peters with the steal. Peters, poster again. Second straight game with a River Peters dunk. And he got up for that one just like he did last night against Spring Hill. And now the student section has come to life. Ryland Crowell tagged on with a foul.
That's his first personal, second team foul.
His first of the game. Peters now with 16 on the night with that. Emporia giving Hayden the left side. And now Ryland tripped up, trying to guard Ridley. Charvat looking to set a screen, but instead goes back. And they are going to call an offensive foul. You had to think it was coming for a second. Charvat was getting really physical down low with Cooper Reck. And you had to think a foul was coming at some point on one of the two. It just happened to be on Carter Charvat, who picks up his second foul of the game. 2:25 left in the third quarter. Seeley now will bring it up instead of Sheldon Stewart. And gets a pass to Ryland Crowell, who gets past the defender, kicks it out. Seeley, quick fire three, no. And now a fight for the ball, and it's going to end in a Ryland Crowell foul. So Crowell gets his second. Both teams at 3 fouls here in this third quarter. Hayden will bring it up with sophomore Cade Mitchell. Mitchell driving around Stewart. Now gets it to freshman Mason Becker. Connor Hanukkah now. Dom Ridley working on Crowell. Ridley fires a three, and it is nothing but net. Just on the whim, didn't even get his feet set, jumped up and threw that one up there, and it got no rim, all net. Now they get it inside. Reck, his shot's blocked. 33-31 Hayden. Steals Seeley. Tries to tip it up to Reck before Hayden could get it back. It doesn't work out though. But Ridley misses the wide open layup. Emporia gets it back. The game moving fast now. Stewart underhand layup goes. The student section loves it. The crowd in general loves it. Lee Baldwin wants a full timeout after that one. It's 35-31 Emporia. What a series of events there. And we'll be back after the full timeout here on E-Town Sports Network. The full timeout over now. 1:18 left until we hit the final 8 minutes of regulation in this one. Emporia has held this small lead for the entire second half so far. Hayden's threatened it a little bit, but Emporia's been able to stay in control. Cade Mitchell drives in. What a drive from Cade Mitchell, and he finishes off with a beautiful layup as well. Now Emporia speeds things up, and it's not going to work out. Crowell gets it stolen. Stewart, though, intercepts the pass on the Hayden fast break. Peters drives in, jump stops. Shot from just short of the elbow. Doesn't go, but he does get the foul. He'll be going back to the free throw line once again.
Hayden foul is on Connor Hanukkah, his one personal 14 foul. At the line for the Spartans, River Peters will shoot 2.
And that one off the front of the rim from Peters, who has 17 tonight. Second shot is no good as well. An off night shooting free throws compared to the other two for River. 45 seconds left, and it won't go. The air ball chance start. That one didn't get a piece of the basket. Fast break, extra pass. Ryland Crowell, three, short. Trey Brown wants his team to slow down and try to take this one to the end of the quarter and maybe find a game-tying play here before we hit the final 8 minutes of this one. Claps starting in the student section. Encouraging on their Spartans. Pass, almost lost, but it doesn't matter though. It's going to be a foul. Foul is going to be given to River Peters. That'll be his second of the night. Both teams in the bonus now for what it's worth for the last 5 seconds of this third quarter. 5 seconds exactly left to go. Into Ridley. Ridley drives. Tries to find something, and there he does find a floater with 0.4 seconds left. There is a foul called. So Ridley will go to the line for 2 free throws. It's on Cooper Reck. So Hayden can tie this one up right here at the very end of this third quarter. The first. The second one now. Off the mark, short, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. We will bring you the final quarter of action here when we come back. You're watching Spartan basketball on the E-Town Sports Network. We are back with coverage on Ron Slaymaker Court here at William Lindsay White Civic Auditorium to bring you the final 8 minutes of a 1-point game. This one living up to be just as good as we imagined and just as good as the girls' game we saw earlier. Will Hayden sweep the Spartans, or will they avenge? Or will they avenge the loss of the girls' team earlier and split this one with Hayden tonight in the Paul Terry Classic? Hayden student section holding up the fours. They're ready for this fourth quarter, and this Emporia student section is just as ready. They're going to start chants of their own now. Mitchell working to the left. Ridley up top. Padilla drives inside, and they're going to attack a foul on Calvin Seeley. And that will be his fourth. So 18 seconds in, Emporia gets a foul. Trelk now will come in for Seeley. Padilla now controlling the Hayden offense, navigating his way around. Hands off Mitchell. Ridley drives in, almost lost it, held it back. Mitchell, corner three, no. Rebound though by Carter Charvat. Now a steal, Sheldon Stewart. And makes the pass to Crowell. Crowell lays it in. And now 37-34. And that will mark a career high for Ryland Crowell here at 7 points, topping the 6 he had last night. But here he's going to be tacked on. He's going to tack on another foul. And now Josh Rios for Emporia is down.
That was called on Ryland Crowell at his third
holding
personal
his
second.
leg, or at least his lower body, grabbing the left knee. And Josh gets an applaud. He gets up and with some help walks off on his own power. Someone you could argue is the toughest guy on this Spartan team. And you know he's put in his fight for tonight, even if he can't make it back in. He's served his duties for this Emporia team tonight. Hayden will inbound. Clap start. Padilla wide open three, no good. Stewart pushes it up, trying to get things going quickly. Drives in, underhand layup, no good, but he gets the foul and will be going to the line.
Hayden fouls hold on Cade Mitchell, his second personal first team foul. At the line for the Spartans, Sheldon Stewart will shoot two.
First shot from Stewart, short. Second one on the way. And it's good, 38-34. Now a two-score lead for the Spartans. 6:50 left to go in this one. Padilla drives. Charvat off the Padilla pass, floats one in there.
By Carter Charvat.
With two Emporia defenders on him, the lead is back down to two. Crowell in trouble, finds Stewart. Stewart, three, gets blocked. Be out of bounds, Emporia basketball. 6:22 left to go. Stewart looking, hits the outlet to Crowell. Dribbles around, looks, Mitchell playing tough defense, but he's able to get it to Peters. Cooper high post, swung around, Crowell now on the left wing has it, Padilla working on defense. Rec drives in, kicks out. Crowell now takes it in, floater, no. Rebound Carter Charvat, and now Hayden with a chance to tie this basketball game right up. Ridley, he's had a lot of good drives tonight. We'll see if he can maybe come up with one to tie it. Cade Mitchell gonna drive in on Ryland. And almost stolen by Rec. Ridley now off the cross-court pass, drives down the baseline, kicks out. Padilla drives. Looks for a lane to put it up, and he found a way to get it in. Jacob Padilla laid that one in underhanded with two Emporia guys on him. And this ball game is tied up with 5 minutes left in regulation. Inside, Rec. Stewart. Pump fakes. Crowell. Over to Seeley. Rec. Looking. Finds Peters. Inside, Stewart. Stewart, floater inside, good. And the lead is back with Emporia. Stewart almost forced the steal. Padilla now loses his dribble up top, but gets it off to Charvat. And now Kolbach for three is no good. It would have been a deep one if it went. 4:20 left in the regulation of this ball game. Rex slows things down, and also good news for Emporia. Josh Rios is back at the scorer's table. Stewart Drives in, hands off Peters. Peters is going to go to the free throw line. He hasn't had his best night free throw shooting wise, but this is a chance to make up for it with 4 minutes left in the game. He can put his team up by possibly 2 possessions or maybe at least 3 points. First one good from Peters. Jacob Dicer checks into the game for the first time for this Hayden team. Baldwin making sure to let Harry know that Jacob Dicer is a shooter, and we saw that last year when this Hayden team played Emporia. 42-38 Emporia, 4 minutes left. Harry face guarding Dicer, making sure he can't get a shot off. And now timeout Hayden. Trey Brown wants the timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll be back quickly after this short break. Quick timeout comes to an end with 3:50 left to go. Let's see what Hayden can do coming off the timeout. They're down 4. Student section getting into it once again. Trug, make sure Dicer can't get a shot off. Inside, blocked by Peters. But they are going to say goaltending. Wow. So we'll look to first be a block, ended up being a goaltending on River Peters, and now it's 42-40. Trelk gets it off Stewart. Spartans break the press. Peters dunks it, but they are going to call it off. Josh Rios is going to get the offensive foul. It takes away Peters, what would have been Peters' second dunk of the game. Rec will come in for him here in this 2-point ball game. The defense chants are going. White Auditorium getting loud. Inside, Dom Ridley. Swings around, Padilla. Working on Stewart. Hanukkah, pump fakes the 3. Gets it out, Padilla again. Padilla drives, goes for the backdoor pass, and it's off of Sheldon Stewart. At least that's what they say. Stewart can't believe the call. It looked from here like it was off of him, but obviously he would have the better angle. It'll stay with Hayden. And the defense chants are gonna keep going. Over the top on the inbounds pass. Ridley drives off the backboard. Peters gets the rebound. And stolen from Peters by Padilla. Backdoor pass goes. Ridley, though, can't get the layup. Now Padilla, open 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound, Carter Charvat. And Padilla now will slow things down and set it up. His team down 2 with 2:40 left to play in this ball game. Crowd trying to get in Padilla's ear. He gets the pass off to Charvat. Doesn't get it to go. Stewart rebounds. Emporia now will slow things down. They've got 2.5 minutes. That's all they need to hold on for to come out of tonight with a win and play Wichita Trinity tomorrow for first place in this tournament. Stewart in trouble. Ridley on tight defense. Stewart gets it off. Now he drives past Ridley. Fakes the pass. Lays it in. Beautiful drive from Sheldon Stewart. Laid the pass in. A full timeout from Lee Baldwin. And the Spartans are going to take some control back a little bit. We'll be back after the full timeout is over. This is Spartan basketball on ESN. Back from the timeout. Just over 2 minutes left in this game. Sheldon Stewart hyping up the student section. White Auditorium is rocking. Padilla drives in and no good. Rebound. Cooper Colbach with a big putback for Hayden, and that will silence the Auditorium here. Stewart drives in, press, broken, River, charge! Charge called on River, he'll pick up his third, and now a big roar from the Hayden student section. 1:42 to go, 44-42 Emporia. Quick break for court cleanup. Baldwin coaching his team up for the last 102 seconds of this game. Stomping, clapping, chanting, whatever the home crowd can do to try and help their team bring this one home with 90 seconds left. Ridley drives and gets it out. Padilla, Trelk in tight coverage on Padilla. Screen Ridley, they switch. Peters is on him now. Kicks out Ridley, almost stolen by Trelk. Instead, Ridley gets past him. Emporia gonna need help defense, and they get it. Cooper Reck with the help defense. Hayden is able to keep it though. And now Trey Brown wants to calm his team down. He calls a timeout, a full one. We'll bring you the last 69 seconds of this ball game after the full timeout is over on ESN. We bring you the final minute and 9 seconds, at least in regulation. Who knows, we might get extra basketball of what has been what has been a tight contest this entire time. Padilla almost stolen from Stewart. Inside, Charvat to tie it. No. Rebound, Seeley, and he's fouled. A foul will go on Cooper Kolbach. Talk about a big one. The second on Kolbach. That will put Emporia in the bonus on the next foul. Right now, they're still going to have to inbound this one here on the Hayden press. Troke pushes it on Hanukkah. Drives down the left. In some trouble, and Baldwin calls a timeout to bail the freshman out here with 49 left. 30-second timeout. Let's keep it here on E-Town Sports Network. What a game, what a night of basketball we've been treated to. I don't think anyone could really be surprised considering the resumes of all four teams we've watched play tonight. So this one's gonna come down to the wire. Eventually one of these teams is gonna take their first loss. The question is, will it be the Spartans or will it be the Wildcats? Troke will be the one inbounding. He's looking, gets it into Peters, and Peters is fouled. Foul is on Padilla. The fourth on Padilla tonight. That's huge. He has been the guy running this offense for most of the night. So Troke will inbound it from right about the same spot. They move it around. And now a foul there. Emporia in the bonus. Stewart's going to go to the free throw line. 41 seconds to go. And Sheldon Stewart could extend this lead out to 2 scores, which would be huge with the amount of time remaining. The senior and leader of this team. His first one. Good. Three-point lead now, 45-42. Spellman checks in for Trelk. Second one from Stewart, a big one. And it's off the front of the rim. And immediately Coach Trey Brown calls a timeout. 30-second timeout. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, the final 40 seconds of regulation of Emporia versus Hayden. Timeout over. 40 seconds away from a possible winner, or deciding that we need extra basketball to play here. The crowd here at White getting into it for these final 40 seconds. Padilla looks, finds Kolbach. Kolbach to tie it, no, rebound Spellman. Spellman is fouled. Him and Ridley wanted to get into it for a second. Both of their teammates pull them back. Ridley will pick up the foul. The third on Ridley. With 31 seconds left, Spellman will go to line for 2 ginormous free throws. And it's off to the right. The twinkle hands did not work for the Emporia student section that time. Will their magic come this time? to extend it to a 4-point lead. Spellman. And gets stuck on the rim. That is a jump ball. That's white ball. Oh my goodness. And wow, that is not something you see every day. The ball gets stuck on the rim. Though Spellman didn't make it, that is considered a jump ball. It's going to stay with Emporia, which is even more huge because Emporia didn't have anyone there to rebound. They had everyone backed up. The student section loves that it's going that way. They're expressing their feelings about it right now. 30 seconds left. Emporia's got to get the inbound here. They do. They get it into River. River's fouled. He'll go to the line now with 30 seconds left. I mean, that is not something you see every day, especially in this type of moment in a game. Cooper Grace checks in now for Connor Hanukkah. River will shoot some free throws now to try and extend this lead. First one, no good. And Emporia just struggling overall from the free throw line tonight. Something that they've been pretty good at the last 2 games. River seconds. That one goes, and now it's a 4-point game. A big one for River. That gets him to 21 on the night. Coach Trey Brown wants a timeout now. Full timeout, and that is the last timeout that Hayden has. So we'll take the break here, and then with 25 seconds left, we'll bring you some more Spartan basketball on E-Town Sports Network. Here we go. 25 seconds left. Hayden down 4. They're going to get the ball, and they're going to have to score quick. They don't necessarily have to get a 3 here. White on its feet. Tro. Guarding Padilla. Padilla drives in. It's no good. Rebound Calvin Seeley. Stewart's going to dribble away from the foul, and now he's fouled. And Stewart will go to the line with 12.6 to try and finish the Wildcats off.
Hayden fouls Cooper released his first personal. At the line for the start, Sheldon Stewart will shoot 2.
Sheldon's first is in. It's a 5-point Emporia lead. .6 to go. Stewart to make it a 6-point lead. Yes. It's good. 48-42. And now Padilla drives in, gets a quick basket for Hayden. Emporia's got to get it in. They do. Peters is going to most likely end. And Emporia wins.
At the line for the Spartans, River Peters will be shooting 2.
Peters. First free throw. Good. 49-44. Second one goes 50-44. And time will for win and improve to 3-0 on the early season. And they will be playing for first place tomorrow against Wichita Trinity to take home first place in the Paul Terry Classic. A big night for this boys team. They avenge the loss of the girls. They don't let Hayden get out with a sweep. The student section now gathers around the band to sing the fight song. And Emporia ties their highest point total of the night to get the 50-44 win. There goes the fight song. They're singing it here. They didn't get to do it last night with the absence of the band last night. The band is here tonight. And you can just listen to it. So a 50-44 win for Emporia. They bring it home, led in points by River Peters with 21. Sheldon Stewart had 16. 7 from Crowell, 2 from Spellman, and 2 from Sealy. It's a big one. And overall, offensively, they showed some big strides in the second half. And just really kind of hung in there and just held on to this lead. They held on to that lead, never let go of it. So they'll get the big win. And that will do it for day 2 of the Paul Terry Classic here at William Lindsay White Civic Auditorium in downtown Emporia. I'm Javen Art signing off, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 3.